This is unacceptable. I'm pissed off at how much I really like Scream 6. I just got back from watching it on this beautiful rainy day. Did this movie rain on my parade? Will it rain on yours? Either way, I'm gonna give you my honest, spoiler-free thoughts on the film. I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest Scream fan in the world, but I've always appreciated the fact that they've been able to keep this franchise going for now 6 movies and keeping it fresh every single time. They do follow a very similar formula, but if you execute that formula well, that's all that matters. This movie just needs to be another great installment in the Scream franchise, and that's exactly what it was. And that leads me to the killer reveal, which was honestly super predictable, super obvious, but I don't want to spoil anything, and I'm going to leave that surprise for you. I mean, quote unquote surprise. I would say it put a dent in my viewing experience, but honestly, all the build up to that moment was great. It's a Scream movie, so you know what you're going to get. The witty humor, the meta jokes, fun, lovable characters, nostalgia beats from the previous Scream movies, previous Scream characters. It's always great to see Gail and Kirby return, Hayden Panettiere and Courtney Cox kill it, per usual. The real standouts to me are Tara and Sam. I just love their relationship. Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega are perfect. And honestly, the entire ensemble cast is great. No complaints from me. A couple of major highlights for me was the set design, how perfect of a decision it was to go to New York. It brings a nice, unique freshness to the Scream franchise itself, and truly has some of the best set pieces in the franchise. Another thing completely amped up is the brutality. Bro, Ghostface was on demon time. Y'all saw he had that 2-pump shotty on him, which brings me to the cold open, which I think is one of the best cold opens in the Scream franchise history, which a lot of y'all like to judge it on. It nails it here. It did a good job in making me care about that character, similarly to how I cared about Drew Barrymore in Scream 1. Well done. And that's another thing I have to add to the praise of this movie, man. There's actually genuine suspense, and they do a great job in making you literally be on the edge of your seat. When I said before that this gets really brutal, it doesn't get gruesome, so don't think of it as like all of a sudden being the Saw franchise. It definitely stays in the Scream franchise's tone. It doesn't veer off left or right. So you know, all in all, this is not a perfect film by any means. It's a Scream movie, so you're gonna have your cringy dialogue at times, cringy one-liners, and that final reveal is kind of borderline goofy, but there's just so much more good in this movie. From what I said before, the characters, the set pieces, actually being in New York, the suspense, the kills, the brutality. I 100% recommend watching this movie in theaters. What's your favorite scary movie?